So another way to eat more sustainably is to obviously reduce the amount of food waste you generate. And I've discovered that there are a few interesting ways to turn waste into food. It takes 1.7 liters of water and about 250 grams of grains, barley grains, to make a liter of this tasty beverage. These are kilned barley grains. They smell like biscuits and malt. At the start of the brewing process for beer, this essential component is milled first. So over here, the machine is milling the grains now, cracking them between wheels to expose the inside. As the grains are crushed and milled, they're broken up. I'll show you what they look like over there in a big sack. Come. As you can see, these are no longer whole grains. They've been crushed up, and you expose the inside. It's like carbohydrate inside the grain, which is what gives you all that flavor in beer. And now that the grains have been cracked and the insides exposed, we bring them in to begin the process of brewing beer. The barley grains are being combined with hot water here, and they are going to be mixed around and steeped for about an hour, after which the barley grains will be spent, and then they will be discarded as waste. The liquid will then move off to somewhere else to be boiled and mix hops in, and that's how you get your beer once it ferments. These are the spent barley grains that are left over as waste from the first part of the brewing process. And they taste different now. Not so sweet. The flavor is left. And this often goes into things like animal feed. But there's something else you could do with these grains as well. Paste into the cylinders. These are loaded.
Then you can put it here. Then you can push this in. Yes, and then just extrude.
Okay, then we strain them out.
These are low GI, no starch noodles made from spent barley grains, the waste product from beer breweries or malt drinks. Currently, there are 3 types: fettuccine, soba, and angel hair.
So I'm going to try the soba noodle shape first, yeah? Itadakimasu. That was very curious. The texture is unlike normal noodles, but there's a certain bounce and texture to it that is quite fun and quite appealing. It reminds me of the squid or the fish paste noodles that you get in a steamboat restaurant. There's also a mildly prominent alkaline flavor at the back. It tastes mildly soapy. It's not unpleasant. Very much like a wonton noodle. It's a general vegetable flavor that's quite gentle and not too intrusive. Why noodles from waste?
We thought of doing a staple food that has no starch, so that our consumer can then both have the health and also enjoy the pleasure of eating, because with a no starch noodle that has no blood sugar spike, they can actually eat it with some of their favorite food like laksa and curry. So on the one hand, there's huge demand for plant protein and diabetes food. And all these plant protein materials and diabetes food are very expensive because they're extracted from the whole grains and whole beans.
So you found the spent barley grains as a source of low GI fiber and proteins?
Yes. So it makes sense for us to harness what is being thrown away for human nutrition rather than as animal feed and fertilizers. Because Singapore produces more than 75,000 tons of spent barley grains every year. So it's a ready source which you can use.
I never thought eating food made from waste would be such a meaningful end to my journey.